Good afternoon, Think Teacher community. I am delighted to introduce to you today Kim Hatchuel, who I've managed to snag for two upcoming webinars with Think Teacher that I know you're going to find value in. But first, let me introduce you to Kim Hatchuel. She is an expert in education recruitment and proofreading. She has 7 years experience there. So she's perfectly placed to assist you, our teachers, with CV writing and interview skills. She knows exactly what companies and prospective employers are looking for. And so I just want to welcome Kim to the forum today.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure, Kim. We're both Kims, so it can become confusing, but they're the best people, says she humbly. So under the banner of A-Proofed, you assist people with CV writing.
Yes.
Not only
correct.
people in education, but you have a focus on education. And then under the banner of Kairos Recruitment, you recruit teachers for jobs. Not only teachers, but that's your focus. So today, Kim, I'm going to ask you to give us a little bit of a taste of what we can look forward to in your webinar coming up. We'll post it in time on CVs. Just give us a taste of what's happening there.
So I believe that a CV, I think it's important, especially for people who are first going into a job. And I suppose for everyone, to have a perfect CV with information on it that tells the person at a glance what they're getting as a candidate. And for me, I find it's an introduction. So if I look at a bad CV with a spelling mistake, shudder, I potentially might be moving on to the next CV. Or if I see a CV that's 12 pages long, I might also. So it's like an introduction to me. It's like shaking my hand and saying, this is me. My name is Kim Hatchuel, and this is what I can provide your company. So I'm passionate about that. And I'm passionate about having the right things in the shortest amount of pages on a CV. And I figured out how to do that to show a person in the best possible light and also for the position that they are applying so that they can get into the door of the company. And then once they're in the door at an interview, then I can help again, for interview skills, both for online interview skills and for in-person interview skills. Plus, for skills that a lot of companies are now, and especially since COVID, the first interview and then the second interview is a reasoning assessment, as opposed to, so I have skills to teach people about those sorts of things as well. So the first webinar will be about CVs, and then once you're in, then the second webinar will be about interview skills to land that job.
Great, thank you, Kim. I'm intrigued by that term reasoning. Tell me what that is.
It's a new thing. I have a private tertiary as a client. Their process changed from 3 interviews to 2 interviews and a reasoning assessment, and they were finding that the 3 interviews were taking too long. Especially considering they were interviewing 3 people for every position. So they've narrowed it down to an interview, a reasoning assessment, and then a final interview. And the reasoning assessment is based on the job and how you do certain things and how you would put. So if you were going for an interview as, say, a lecturer, the assessment, or a teacher, the assessment would be for the skills that you would need. So they would ask you a question about how would you manage marking assignments if you only had 20 minutes. And they're looking at how you reason your process. And then, and obviously it's job dependent, they'll go, oh, okay, this person can do it because she can use her reasoning abilities. And then if that part, and the reasoning assessments are time-based, and if they pass that, then they get to a final interview stage. So that's I should have mentioned this before, but that's a trend that I'm seeing a lot more these days.
Okay, good. Well, thank you, Kim. That's already useful just in this interview. So for our Think Teacher community, it's really just to say those 2 webinars are coming up We're going to keep them short and neat, and Kim is going to give you some tips and ideas. And Kim, maybe we can just end on you commenting on what are potential employers really looking for nowadays in teachers?
So for me, and what I've noticed in the 6 years that I've been recruiting for private tertiary, or even in education, when it comes to lecturers, from my experience, they're looking for passion. They're not looking for somebody to sort of walk in, talk about what they need to teach the students, and then walk out. They're looking for somebody who's got some oomph and who can do some research. And the other thing that they're seriously looking for is people who can speak well, and people who are not nervous to present. The other thing that I'm seeing a lot is a mock lecture or a mock class, 20 minutes, so that they are aware of how you would handle yourself in front of, please God, one day 300 people.
Got it. Yeah.
And then what they're doing as well is they're putting, maybe before COVID, but now as well on Zoom, a group of people together to watch a mock lecture, and there will be the difficult candidates or the disruptive people who are on their phone, and they want to see how teachers and lecturers react to that. Right. In a mock lecture environment. Right. And if it doesn't work, they're not strong enough, that's the end of the road.
Wow. Okay. It sounds tough, but I know it's happening in corporate quite a lot, where an interview also includes some kind of planning and presentation preparation, and then standing in front of people. So it is a general trend, and teachers are very competent in the classroom and just need to take the confidence with them across into any other kind of presentation. Kim, it's been fabulous, just this engagement. Thank you so much. And then we look forward to your 2 webinars coming up. So Think Teacher Community, just keep an eye out for Kim Hatchuel doing her CV presentation and her interview presentation, and she'll be giving you some tips from her experience. Thank you so much, Kim, for your time.
Thank you, Kim.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.